Sono crashato, però la boss fight almeno me l'ha presa, sono felice. Ora vediamo se ricordo questa volta, ragazzi, mi dispiace, non è che mi piace più di tanto. Ok. Commissioni. No! Dai! Che problema c'ha sta cazzo di connessione? C'è l'elenco delle missioni? Qui no, qui no. Qui mi dice dove è la missione principale ma non mi dice dove sono le altre. No, niente. Cosa con 1800? Vabbè, io con 1800 vado a vedere, vado... Ah merda, mi ricordo qual è, ma è un casino Warchapel.
When I get back, I'll over the top. He's really pissed me off.
Mi ricordo davvero la lista delle missioni perché non... Devo fare un farmaco per il mal di testa. Eccolo. Mi manca la formula, ok, niente. Posso? No. No, anche questo è buono perché se lo posso migliorare, good. Non posso. Sì, invece che... perché è già andato. Però è il paletto base, boh, aspetta ancora un po', va là. Io mi potenzio, tanto mi potenzio. Tattiche di cosa fai? Esegui una mossa soprannaturale? Supreme non posso ancora sbloccarle. Non porto pensieri con me. Ok. Poi ancora. Mi siete manipolato il cazzo. Diciamo che aumentiamo un po' l'energia, va là. 300 assolutamente. Ok. Roba da poco c'è? 2000. Beh, direi che è da poco. Direi che confermi sono a posto. Sono andato a vedere magari se c'è tipo... Ecco, tipo aumenta i sierito. No, posto. Vedo se crash ancora. Non ci voglio credere. C'è qualcosa che non mi torna, avevo altre missioni. Appunto, visto che ne avevo altre. Guardare. E che devo andare a Worshipel per fare questa. E questo devo andare... Provo a riandare a fare questa missione qua. Però era un casino, mi ricordo perché. Bellino il caricamento cacciato in mezzo così.
Last warning, sir.
Passare non c'è, vero? Levati dal cazzo. Sto da qua. E invece.
It's locked.
Questi rispawnano sempre.
Murdering bosses!
Era qui, ci riprovo, ma mi ricordo benissimo che non era easy come livello 16. Ecco forse perché non era 16. Però il danno adesso almeno si fa sempre un po' di più. Aia, oh, niente, avevo finito la stamina. Però il livello 16 è buono. Bastardo. No, ma guarda il danno che fa però. Però è fattibile. No, vabbè, sei un bastardo, sai. Good, 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 good. No. Sì. È andato, è andato, è andato.
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
Merda. No, mi hanno un po' massacrato, però ce l'ho fatta. Quell'abilità dell'artiglio è buonissima, cazzo, fa un danno da far paura. manca l'altro. Oddio. Quanto è brutto sto caricamento. Ok. Lo dico, probabilmente la live di oggi durerà meno, cioè fino alle 7, credo massimo 7 e mezza, poi dopo chiudo. Però almeno sono tornato a fare live, vaffanculo. This is good perché, come avete visto ieri è uscito il nuovo video, il mio secondo video. Il primo era abbastanza indecente, perciò facciamo il mio primo video fatto decentemente. Era assolutamente un zero per le pozze perché giocarmi l'intero titolo senza opzioni mi sembra un po' da pazzi.
It's locked.
Parlare con... Sei tu?
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances, and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reed. That's all I'm asking.
I want to know about these secret tests you run, and if they can save people from this epidemic. Speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed. I'm casting away the shadows of ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague, but only if tempered with the correct amount of cynicism.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reed. I've read all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
You have my support, Dr. Strickland. I know exactly what it feels like to battle an unknown disease, with only your mind and force of will to help you.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You don't know what that means to me.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland. I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
Oddio, posso già farlo? Io volevo fare prima un siero. E mi creo questo. Mi piace. Io penso anche ai sieri. Non ho visto la missione, ho sbagliato. Altro.
The flower's dying. It needs water. Strickland's project could be dangerous. I have a mind to report him to Dr. Ackroyd.
Ah, merda. Però voglio fare una cosa. Tu, dov'è che è? Ah. Sta funzionando esattamente come dovrebbe funzionare. Cazzo di salute e volevo farmi un siero. Beh, dai. Pensando.
My sweet girl. I never could keep anything from her.
I'm so tired.
Don't waste your
Will
time.
this shift never end?
Perché lui vuole praticamente drogare i suoi pazienti per provare a fare le cose. Ovviamente lui non sarebbe d'accordo neanche nel mondo dei sogni. Il problema è che se c'è uno che ci muore magari per colpa di questa stronzata, la colpa è
Good evening, sir.
prevalentemente mia.
Doctor. You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Magari se non provo a curarlo muore lo stesso. O senti, ormai l'ho fatto.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
I have managed to improve the mixture by diluting it. Have you ever heard of Sir Joseph Francis Olive? Or the placebo effect?
No, I don't think so. Why?
A placebo is a substance or procedure that has no actual physical effect.
You made a placebo of my project. Why?
Research has established that a placebo, as long as the subject believes in the effect, can provoke a positive physiological reaction.
Really? That's fascinating. And you want me to, what, administer the placebo and see what occurs?
Something like that, yes.
Well, I'm a bit surprised, but I trust you, Dr. Reed. Please take the key to my cabinet and put this placebo there for future use.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland. It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Scusami, ma c'è qua il...
I'm so tired.
Che cazzo è sto
Will this
armadietto?
shift never end?
Qua?
This hospital seems to be falling apart.
I will not let you
But
down,
in the
Lord Warren.
circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Di sopra. C'è scritto di sopra e non l'ho neanche letto. cagare qua dentro adesso.
At least Strickland can't kill anyone with this formula. It's locked, all right. It's locked.
Ah, guarda. Devo farlo. Giustamente se trovi delle...
It's locked.
Se trovi delle lettere, giustamente, magari le dovresti anche leggere. E così sblocchi gli indizi. Coglionito che non sono altro. Va bene. Vendo però.
These men...
Tutto sbloccato. Tutto.
I have wasted too much.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Milton cheats patients out of their money at this hospital, Pippa. Are you his accomplice?
Yes, I am.
Is this your definition of being useful? By abusing the sick and poor?
No. It is my definition of getting out of this useless life once and for all.
Why do you do it?
Why not? Most of the sick who paid for a bed are already dead, or will be soon. Don't you see the futility of all this?
Oh, attenzione a Pippa. Pippa la cippa che invece è molto bastarda.
How can you be affected by the misery around you, and be so heartless at the same time? Which is the real you, Nurse Hawkins?
I could ask you the same question, Dr. Reed. Are you more real when you lie to a dying patient, or when you grant him useless medication?
Whose idea was it?
What difference does it make? We did it together, and I'm guilty as charged.
Answer my question.
It was my idea first, even though Milton would say it was his, to protect me.
Pippa, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
But you're doing something important here. For all the patients who need your help.
We save lives, sure. Each time we send a cured patient home, it's a relief beyond words. But since the epidemic, I feel so powerless.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Solo 15? Fottiti.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
Why lie about it?
Vabbè.
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
No, no.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury,
Ho
Thomas?
premuto per sbaglio,
What
però almeno ho
really
scoperto che
happened?
posso mangiare
I
chi
wasn't
voglio.
disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
Tutte e tre mi piace. Dai.
Reconstructive surgery has been very successful for some soldiers.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for the rest of my life. I'd rather stay here and just be forgotten.
Merda. Lo so. Fuck, era l'ultimo rimasto.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Damn. The pain. It's here again.
Avevo sbloccato altre 14, allora questo è in più pippa, la chip, esatto. Lei.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Non lo so, forse. No. Posto, arrivederci.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Lei, ho sbloccato qualcosa?
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
chiesto tutto. Ok.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Bene.
Your medical report says you're not affected by the Spanish flu. What do you think of that, Mortimer?
Does it make me happy? Not in the slightest. If it was up to me, I would have left this place long ago. I know I don't belong here.
And why do you think you don't belong here?
I know the staff have more important things to do than look after me. There's plenty of patients here who need their attention.
C'ho altro.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
I've read your son's medical report, Beatrice. It's not the flu or anything life-threatening. What has you so worried?
He was at death's door when he was brought here. I just want him to be better as soon as possible.
He's not out of the woods yet, you know. He might need to stay here longer than expected.
Take care of him then, Dr. Reed. People here only seem to focus on contagious patients. I worry my poor Mortimer will be neglected.
Ok, però un cazzo.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
I'm all right. Don't waste
Buono,
your
sto
time.
guadagnando
I will not
punti.
let you down, my boy.
Strickland, cazzo. Pazzoide, mi servi tu?
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Ah merda, poi ti dico questo.
Do you think Dr. Strickland has any chance of curing the Spanish flu by himself?
His wish to cure the sick is not driven by pride, but by an idealistic view about our mission here. Honestly, I don't know which is worse.
You consider him a good practitioner, yet you will not report his methods.
Strickland may be a rival, but I will not use dirty tricks or regulations to prove him wrong. We are doctors, not politicians.
Tell me, Waverley, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
Others say that's too conservative a point of view.
Conservative? And what are you going to say to Mr. Fiddick if he loses his arm? The operation.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Altri punti. Good in this way. A lei posso ancora fare altre domande?
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
I'll leave
Ok,
you,
lei è
Mistress
finita.
of the Dark, to your nocturnal
Quindi
activities.
niente. Però tipo il nero.
Tell me why you're extorting money from some of the patients here.
If a patient wants a bed, he'll have to pay me a little fee.
That's unbecoming conduct.